well. I haven't done a live stream. Well, I have. I've been doing them inside of our academy, but I haven't done a live stream on YouTube for a little bit of time now. And it's nice to live stream mixes and stuff. And we do have every intention of going back and doing that soon. But this is more important than that. In this world of where most videos have some "I'm shocked" or "I'm in pain" or "this is going to end" or "it's the end of the world," like all these titles that are sort of implying something really terrible is about to happen, so you click on it. Yesterday I watched Glenn's video, and you know Glenn from Spectrum Media Group, Spectrum Media Sound, and it was really touching because I completely related to everything that he's talking about. So if you haven't heard, Glenn's wife is very ill. And as he said in the video, this is Glenn Fricker, for those of you that don't know. And his wife is very, very ill, and she is in ICU. And I'm just going to be down and dirty here, where sometimes I see these videos of sort of people like going, "Oh my God, you know, oh, this is real. This is real life." And as you know, we try our best not to get into rants and not to manipulate and all this kind of stuff, but this is real life. So what we have is we have a very well-respected, very well-liked guy, Glenn Fricker, who we have worked with for, I don't know how many years now. Eric's on the other side of this, maybe 5 or 6 years now, 6 years at least. And Glenn is a very valuable member of the YouTube community. Along with Christian Kohler, he is those guys, obviously Christian and Glenn, are my road into metal. And I'm very, very blessed to have them both as friends. Christian, obviously, as a business partner. And we've done loads of videos over the years, tons and tons. And Glenn is always really, really generous with his guitar playing. So when I watched a video of his a few weeks ago and somebody said to him, "Oh, you know, your guitar playing is getting so much better," he gave me a shout out. He's like, "Well, that's because Warren Hewitt of Produce Like a Pro showed me some great finger exercises and it's really helped my playing." And then a few people hit me up and said, "What are those finger exercises?" So I responded, obviously. So there's a general understanding of the people in the YouTube community that really do work super hard at this. And Glenn's one of those people, like myself and Christian and a handful of other great people. There's lots of us that you know live, eat, and breathe trying to get content up, and with me trying to also produce and mix, and you know, I can't stop doing that, doing music. So I'm doing music at the same time as doing YouTube. And that's Christian's the same way. Go and look at Christian's channel. It's like he's making albums non-stop. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm rambling because it's quite an emotional thing, because put yourself in Glenn's shoes. Here he has a business which is built around his YouTube channel. It's a wonderful YouTube channel with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, tons of engagement, loads of videos that are educational and help people choose equipment. And, you know, you bust some myths, and not everybody agrees with them all the time, but it doesn't matter. It gets the discussion going. And if you know Glenn, and I'm sure many of you do, you'll know that he's a gentle giant. You know, he's about 6'2", 6'3", and he's a big guy, but he is so genuinely nice in person. And despite the sort of Howard Stern of rock thing that he does sometimes, he is very, very sweet to people. And here he is. He's got a channel, as we said, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, tons of engagement, but he's living and dying in the world of YouTube, as so many people do. Meaning he's got to take care of his wife. He's got to look after his wife. He's got to put his family first in this instance. And we all support him. It is the exact right thing to do. Put your family first. But that does mean, as far as YouTube is concerned, that the good old-fashioned algorithm that we serve here is going to think that, oh, this guy's disappeared. And it's very hard to get people to come back when it's not suggesting your video every week. I've got people that have subscribed to me and said, I haven't seen a suggestion of your video, for instance. And we've all had that experience. So what he's asking, and I fully support, is that you go and support his channel. While he's away, while he's looking after his wife, who is not well at all. She's not well at all, and she needs proper care. As like I said, she's in ICU, and he's a good guy, and he's putting his family and his wife first. So while that's happening, go to his channel and watch his videos. He, like myself, has got over 2,000 videos. He was actually somebody I looked up to when I first started. When I first started the channel, we just hit 10 years. Didn't do a celebration, should have done, and probably will, but we hit 10 years. And he'd been going 2 or 3 years longer. And his channel, you know, was quite big when I started. It seemed like daunting, those kinds of numbers and the interaction and the engagement he got. And you know how he got that? He got that by filming and editing videos consistently and taking time. Glenn scripts everything. He is smart. He figures it out, you know? He's a hard worker. He's a genuinely hard worker. He doesn't like people to know it, although he does mention it, but he used to work in an auto plant, so he knows about physical, proper hard work. He also has, I think, a degree in videography and stuff, so he is a all-round good guy. He knows how to make his videos look great. He knows how to edit them. He knows how to script them. He works his butt off for this. And so the last thing any of us who know and love this man want to happen is for his YouTube channel to fizzle out. Whether you love everything he does or not, doesn't matter. What is great about having these opinions, having lots of different opinions, is that it helps you because you can sift through all of the different opinions and find what works for you. It's like when we review equipment, we try to find the person it's good for. And yeah, and Glenn will sit there and he will rip things apart and find out, you know, what could be better. What is it missing? And it's a valuable part of the process. And so many of you in the Produce Like a Pro Academy follow Glenn. I know you do. And people say to me all the time, I bought those speakers because you and Glenn reviewed them. I bought that interface because you and Glenn reviewed them. And I think this is super, super important. Now, I one ask. Eric is putting down below. He's putting the playlists that Glenn has made. So you can go to those playlists, click on them, and you can watch all different things. And you know, he was even asking if you've got a spare computer just to play the playlist and let it roll around just to keep his numbers up. I think that would be very lovely if you've got that and you can just let it roll. That would be amazing. If 1,000 people did that, that would give him thousands of views a day, and that would be absolutely insane. So whatever you feel like doing, but the one thing, sorry, before we go, the one thing I want to say is his business partner, if he's watching, hey, Alex Nasler, is also a very good friend of ours. Alex put together our son's computer, and it's a beautiful PC and it's all maxed out. And Alex is like kind of the nerdy boffin. I don't think he'd mind me calling that because we all know nerdy boffins rule the world. Hey, Alex, if you're watching. So it's important that also, because he said to me, I texted him a little earlier, a few hours ago, and he said how everything was going. And he said to me, it's a bit daunting because he and Glenn, you know, do these things together. And it is, yes, you know what I'm going to say, it's Black Friday coming up. So if you see some Glenn products, some Glenn and Alex Spectrum Media products, if you see some stuff that you're interested in getting, don't hesitate. And maybe some people would think, well, isn't that taking money? No, it's not taking money out of our pocket. It's all about love. It's all about sharing love and helping each other out. It's been our philosophy from the beginning, and it will always be that way. No matter how you get on with people when things are good or bad, it doesn't matter. It should always come from a place of love and support. So go to Spectrum Media, go to Glenn's stuff, watch his videos, leave him some great encouraging comments. I'm sure, I know for a fact he would love that. And if you see some products on there and they're Black Friday and stuff that Alex is putting together all on his own without Glenn's help. Go help them. If you see some stuff that you want to get, buy it. You know, if it makes sense. I'm not forcing anything, but it will really, really help because, you know, that's how Alex makes money. And that's how Glenn makes money. And if they're people that you love and you want to support, then show your support. Yeah, this is it's sad to have to do these kinds of videos, isn't it? Because, you know, that's the world we live in when it comes to the wonderful world of YouTube. You go away and you don't make enough video content, you kind of get forgotten by people, but also, unfortunately, by the algorithm. So go over to the algorithm and go and give Glenn some love. Go to Spectra Media. I think it's Spectra Media, Spectra Media Group, Spectra Media Studios. He has everything Spectra. And that, if you don't know who he is, it's Spectre, Spectre, spelled in the British French way. Canadian as well. Sorry, Glenn. Glenn, of course, is Canadian. So I really, really appreciate you watching this. It means a lot to me, also means a lot to everybody in our community that is here to support each other. So go and support Glenn. Go and support Glenn and Alex, of course. They're lovely people. They deserve it. And it's a pre-Thanksgiving thing. So for those of you celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. I really, really appreciate you. It will be Thanksgiving tomorrow, and then Friday's going to hit, and it's going to be Black Friday, and there's going to be tons of things going on. Spare a little bit of love for Glenn. Please do. And we have some more great video stuff coming out. So, but anyway, it's not about me. This is not about me. It's not about Eric, who's my Alex on the other side here. It's not about us. This is about supporting somebody who could really do with our support, because the more support we give him, even if it's just you watching his videos frequently, the more time he can spend looking after his wife. I'm getting quite teary-eyed. This is all we asked for, isn't it? It's what I built Produce Like a Pro community around. My wife and I had the idea of doing this. We just wanted to have a playground of people like ourselves. And we could all hope that we would all get together and help each other out. And I think that go and be supportive of somebody that we love and that you love, and it will come back to you in spades. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Eric, who's on there. Thanks, Alex. All the best. Go support Glenn. I know I've said it 55 times. Yeah, how about this? 56. Go and support Glenn Fricker. Glenn, we love you. Take your time. Please reach out if you need anything from us. And let us know if those numbers drop, people. We'll crack the whip. Just go and support him while he's going through this tough time. Like I said, his wife is in ICU. It's not a little thing. It's not a clickbait video that you're all used to him putting that out. It is a real serious matter. And anyway, I'm waffling on. As usual, I really, really appreciate your support, personally support of everybody here that's supported us through the years. And now give a little extra love to Glenn. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Eric, for setting this up. Thank you, my wife, putting up the lights really quickly. We weren't intending to stream today, but this seemed like the most important thing to do today. This is the most important thing to do. Thanks, everyone. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. Adios. Goodbye. Ciao.